What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're all doing well today. All right, let's get this thing going. All right, everybody, welcome to the Outdoor Call radio app. And it's Wednesday, so what does that mean? That means we are going to get ready to start the show. We got everybody saying hi on Facebook Live already. We've got a few people watching there. And we're going to get ready to crank this up. Are you ready? I'm ready. So let's just get this going. All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Wednesday Drive, brought to you by our good friends out at the Milo Locker down in Milo, Iowa. Thanks to Daryl and Ange and all the gang down there doing a great job each and every week. And we got a lot to talk about here in the next couple minutes, actually 60 minutes. We're going to talk a little bit about deer. Brant, thanks, buddy. I got your message, and I heard you. I got that about the bird dogs and stuff. We're going to be talking more about upland as we get closer to pheasant season. So absolutely, we'll do that, and we'll have some shows about upland on there as well. So don't. I got that written down. So don't feel like you got left out there. All right, we got a lot to do here. Andrew, I don't know where my little buddy is. He was supposed to be here, but he's not here. So it's just us, and we'll be fine. We'll get through it. Wanted to talk a little bit about early deer season. Hi, Fishing Dave. Good to see you, buddy. Always good to hear from you. We're getting ready. What is today? Today is the 17th. So we're just 30 days before the urban season starts in Iowa. All our friends down in Missouri get to start hunting for real September 15th statewide. There's Andrew. My friends in Illinois start October 1st. I start, hey Jeff, how you doing, pal? October 1st, Iowa starts, Illinois starts, but there's other states around that actually start earlier. If you're going out west or even down south, you get a chance to get, hey Tommy Allen, how are you doing, buddy? Over there in Ohio. Get a chance at a velvet deer. So we're going to talk about early deer season communications. What can you do? I got a lot of emails this week about deer calls. And I actually had people, hey, Tony, how's it going, man? We had people asking, hey, can you call early season? This is, we've been out before. What do you do? How do you do it? So we're going to kind of cover a little bit about that. I need to tell you about the Ugly Buck contest we're going to be doing. And let's see. What was that? I need to tell you, we're going to talk about Iowa's teal-only hunting season and dove season opening up here soon, so we got that to go with. And it's Andrew, Fishing Dave saw Andrew, he's happy. How to register for the HIP program, the Harvest Information Program. And I got to tell you about the Iowa Jeep Show coming up and some other fun stuff. So the Ultimate Archery Competition. So we got a lot to do in the next 60 minutes. If you want to ask me a question, you can do that a couple ways. You can text me. You can do that or you can email me, and I'll check my email throughout the show. You can also go on Facebook Live right now. We're streaming live, and you can shoot me a question there as well, and we'll go from there. So there you go. I tried getting Larry McCoy. Larry must be on the phone. I was wanting to get Larry on there because the new torch is out from Slick Trick Broadheads, and we were kind of hamstringed. We couldn't really say anything about it until it launched yesterday. But if you want to see a really cool new concept in broadhead technology, go look at that new rear deploy torch. And Larry did really good with it. I shot one turkey with it this spring. Larry shot several deer with it last year. And man, I tell you what, entrance and exit holes are amazing with that broadhead. So good stuff. All right, so deer language. Does, early season, you're not going to be out there doing a lot of buck grunts, growls, and stuff like that like you might do during the rut. It's not that time of year. And I think one of the things I've noticed over the last years that I've been out is that, deer are very vocal and social animals. Now, we've talked about that forever. But the thing is about it, a deer is they're quiet that time of year. They're not loud. And I know some of the mistakes that I made early on when I first started was I was using a grunt call, but I was using it way too loud and way too often, and I was spooking more deer than I was getting them to come in. So does normally naturally make a few different kind of vocalizations. They bleat, they grunt, they do social grunts. There's estrus bleats. So what I try to do when I get out early, I've got my dual game call, stretch back call. We're actually going to be giving some of these away here in the next couple days. So hang in there. We'll let you know Saturday. I'll probably give away at least one on Saturday on the show Saturday. But here on the Wednesday drive, we're going to give some away too. But you don't want to be very loud when you're doing your grunts early season. If you're hunting in a cornfield, you never know what's on the other side of the cornfield, right? So you might have a massive shooter 80 to 100 yards away from you in the corn and not know it. But you might have does. Hey, John, how's it going, buddy? You might have does just hanging out right there by you, and they're, as they're coming in and out. A mature doe, an alpha doe, however you want to say it, the lead doe, when she comes in and she's got fawns, I mean, she's standing there at that field edge, and she's checking everything. She's doing a lip curl. She's checking the wind. She's checking got the ears moving back and forth, looking for any kind of sign she can hear or see any kind of danger. I mean, they're very smart animals. But then they'll do a grunt, and then you'll hear like fawns. If she's got a couple fawns with her or one fawn, as she goes into the food source, those fawns might be hanging back, and then you'll hear them bleat. You'll hear that little fawn bleat, trying to know where their mom is. So there's several different vocalizations that they will make. But the best tip I can give you when you're out there calling is I try to call every 25, 30 minutes. We call that blind calling when we're not seeing anything. But if you're going to do that, make sure that you're just not calling overly loud. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this over to a doe bleat. I got it on a young buck right now. If you have never, this is your first time hunting and you haven't done this, a younger buck, that's just a buck grunt, just a real soft buck grunt. But and that's okay to throw a buck grunt out there if you want to every once in a while. Like I said, just be soft with it. Don't try to scream at them across the field, or because you're going to spook more deer by doing that. Then I've had friends of mine that for years they tell me the first thing they do when they get out there is, they're blowing that thing as loud as they can, and I got to admit, when I first started, I was probably doing that too. That's probably why it took me forever to start getting deer to come in. I mean, that sounded like a woolly mammoth, didn't it? But when you're out there listening, I try to listen or emulate what I hear in the woods. With turkey hunting, I try to emulate those hens. I try to do as many calls as what they're calling, the number of notes they're calling, the pitch that they're calling. Same thing for deer. Try to use the same pitch or vocalization that the deer is doing. If she's doing just a regular bleat, just try to do it as soft as you can. And then sometimes they'll elongate that. They might get aggravated. Like when they get ready to go into estrus, they'll kick their fawns away from them. They kick the fawns off so they can get the bucks to come in and breed, because they don't want to mess with the fawns when they're going through the estrus cycle, or they're going through the rut. So you can get when they're doing an estrus bleat, that's more of an elongated bleat. And I know it sounds loud because I'm doing it right in the mic, but I tried to do it as soft as I can. And I don't do the estrus bleats early. I'll just do those short bleats. And if you do that a couple times every 25, 30 minutes, you're not hurting anything. And a matter of fact, like I said, you could have a big monster on the other side of the cornfield. Believe me, they're going to hear that. It might be where you don't think that nobody's going to hear it or nothing's hearing it. The deer have way better hearing than what we do. So what might sound super soft to us could be normal pitch for them. They're going to hear it, and if they do hear it, they're going to get curious. So the only other time I'll try to grunt or bleat or do a doe grunt, however you want to say it, is if I see a bachelor group come out, a bucks, and they're not coming my way, or I'll sing a shooter that's come out that's not coming my way, and then I'll throw out a and then I'll just to see what kind of reaction I get, and then I won't do it again. And if the deer pops up and they start looking in your direction, don't call. That's the worst thing you can do, because they're going to be fixated on you, and they're going to get you. They're going to bust you. So if they're looking your way, don't call anymore. Okay. So just a grunt is primarily used. I got some notes here that I wrote up. Used to use the call to lure a buck during the rut. However, early season, it can be a great tool to use that call as well. The difference between calling a deer early season compared to calling to a rutting buck in November is just the intensity of the calling, which what we just discussed. Deer use multiple vocalizations all through the year, which I already said. Early season is when does and fawns communicate with soft grunts and bleats and balls. I don't like doing the balls. I don't like doing that myself. I'd rather not do that. Yet, using a grunt call on a buck can work too, as long as you are saying soft and subtle. Soft and subtle, low volume. Just try to be as low volume as you can, and your chances of getting that buck's curiosity is builds as he gets him closer into bow range. And just do it. And if he starts working your way, don't call again. Just let him come in. Like I said, don't overdo it. That's the best thing I can tell you on that is just get in there and don't overdo it. How about that? All right, I got Andrew over here, so let me switch. I'm going to hit this real quick break, and when we come back, I'm going to flippy floppy and get over. Hi, Susan. Good to see you. I'm going to get on my side. And if you got questions, let me know. You can text me at the text line. I got that. Our call-in number, if you want to call in, is 515-650-3466. Just when you call that, it's going to ask you to say your name, and then it'll ring through, and we'll get you on the phone real quick. All right, I got a couple. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. Gary Pack up in Minnesota. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. So let me go hit this break. Let me get on the break thing, and I will be right back. You ready? I'm ready. You ready? All right. Why is that not working? File not found. I just put that in there. How is that not working? Well, let's do this then. All right.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
We all want the deadliest broadheads out there. Have you tried a slick trick? Slick tricks are one of the most accurate and deadliest
Jeff, that's a good thing.
No matter which slick trick
nice to know I'm getting noticed.
The Raptor trick, the Viper
Jeff
trick,
said every time he opens his iPad, my face is there.
Or the standard slick trick.
Sorry, Jeff.
Offer bone-crushing penetration with superior cutting diameters. They feature an all-steel ferro Alcatraz blade lock system to prevent broadhead failures at the moment of impact that will help you get your game. If you're a mechanical fan, the Raptor trick is going to be your favorite with its 4-edge bone-splitting tip, 2-inch cutting diameter, and deadly accurate flight. Bow hunters need gear that they can depend on 100% of the time. You wait all season for that shot. Do not trust it to a head that will not deliver a short recovery. For more information, go online at slicktrick.net. This year, trick 'em with Slick Trick broadheads and tag your game.
Hey, Bill, how's it going, bud?
Do you
love hearing that old Tom sound off while you're in the field.
You make sure
well, then
Lots
you
Outdoors.
need to check out Live Action
See it over in
Decoys.
the
Hey
far
guys,
right.
it's Outdoors Dan here. Live Action Decoys are one of the most realistic decoy systems you can deploy while you're in the field turkey hunting. Wade and Teresa Goddard start with a Dave Smith Gobbler decoy and then apply their patented system that allows you to raise your decoy's tail fan up and down, move it side to side, and even walk that
Talking deer, Bill. Talking deer. Try to get Josh on. He's just covered up. Pure whitetail. He gave a great tip out for pre-rut the other night when they were doing that estrus order night on video. Go back and watch that live if you can on the Pure Whitetail staff page. Josh, he really gave a great tip, and I'm actually going to try that this fall when we get into the rut.
Be more successful in the field this year.
Forerunner Blinds and Lots Outdoors are bringing e-bike adventures to another level. If you're considering going silent to enhance your hunting experience, head on over to Lots Outdoors in
How's it going, Hank?
to check out what Baku bikes.
Hey, I talked to Rob, Hank. He said that that rye whiskey is going to be ready in October, November.
He can show you the reason why Baku bikes are the most popular choice because of their quality and superb customer service.
So I know some friends of mine have been waiting for that rye to get ready.
Allow you to tow your gear, deer, and blinds quietly without any gas smell. To see these quality blinds, trailers, bikes, and haulers made in the U.S., go check out Lots Outdoors at their website, www.lotsoutdoors.com, or give them a call at 618-349-6951. Great e-bikes and gear are waiting for you in St. Peters, Illinois.
Hey, Mountain Man. All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive, brought to you by the fine folks at the Milo Locker. Andrew's running the controls. I actually get back in my little corner now, so poor little fella, he's been busy. So anyway, we just talked about several things you can do with the doe tendering grunts. Well, we didn't talk about tendering grunts, but doe bleats and doe language and social grunts and stuff like that, estrus bleats. So if you got questions about that, you can always email me at outdoorsdan@mac.com, mac.com, or hit me up on Facebook, and I'll always be willing to visit with you. Kent, good to see you. My buddy from Emperor One's on there. If you're hurting, don't have to worry about hurting anymore. Go look up emperor1cbd.com, and you'll check out some good stuff there. I've been using that salve and topicals on my shoulder, and boy, that stuff works awesome. So thanks, Kent. Appreciate you. Let's see. Ugly Buck Contest. I need to tell you about the Ugly Buck Contest. We're finishing up. We got 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks. The screenshot. So if you are on your phone or your iPad or whatever, and you're listening on the Outdoor Call radio app, it doesn't matter what day, just whatever you're listening to, just take a screenshot of that and email that to me at outdoorsdan@mac.com. And I'll put you in the hat. We're giving away 2 Tacticam POV cameras, a $50 gift card to Game High Clothing, and an electric work sharp sharpener. So we just gave away the trail camera. Tony Sowers won that on Saturday, so congratulations to Tony. But everybody that sent me that stuff on Monday last week, I put in the hat. So you're in the drawing already. So, but just that's going to go for about 2 more weeks. After that's over, we're going to do the Ugly Buck Contest. And what that is I've got my Dave Smith decoy that I used on Respect the Game last year. It's I think they're like $400 now. I don't have my phone with me, but they're up there. They're not super inexpensive. But I'm going to give my decoy away, and we'll give that away. So we're giving the cameras and stuff away September 1st. I'll try and give that away October 1st. Right when I get back from moose hunting. How's that? When I get back from the moose hunt in Alberta, we'll give that away. How are you doing, Mr. Young? I'm doing good, Richard. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I guess we'll just do like a screenshot contest on that too, since I'm going to be traveling a little bit, and we'll go from there. Okay. But anyway, that's what we'll do. And the only thing is, it's going to look like a Skittle bag inside from all the pure whitetail stuff I've been using, but it'll be fine. So, and it'll have a stake with it too, so you can use that buck decoy when you're out there in the Halloween week and on during the rut, you can try to decoy a nice buck in. So, and if you live outside of Iowa, we'll have to figure out how to get it to you. But if you live in Iowa, I'll just meet you. I'll leave it up at Sportsman's Warehouse in Ankeny, and then whenever you get down to Des Moines, you can pick it up. So we'll just do it that way because it's big. It's a big decoy. So there you go. Hey Sean, how you doing, buddy? Over there at Lots Outdoors. You know, one thing we haven't done on the radio, we used to do deer call karaoke. You remember that? Andrew hates that, man. Andrew, you're a big fan of that deer call karaoke, aren't you?
Oh man, so much so I just thought it needed retirement.
Did you? Oh, we had people who used to call the show and loved it, man. I used to get requests.
Yeah.
What was that one at Jingle Bells?
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to do that again. I miss deer call karaoke. That was fun. Man, I tell you, it's just nice to have a grunt call in my hand anymore. Hey Dan, are we allowed one antlerless deer tag? They would only sell me one. It depends on the unit, isn't it, Tony? Isn't it? I think that's unit specific. I might be wrong on that, but if you're only allowed one, I think it's unit specific up until a certain date, and then if there's leftovers, is that right? I don't know. Well, I'll look into it, Tony, and I'll try and look up for you. I'll call and see what Jim Coffey says, but I'm pretty sure you're allowed one. Todd says, "Let's go." Yeah, that's all right. Hey, and what was that? Bill sent me an email from Kentucky and wanted me to talk about that WinScent unit. So I got it right here. This is the new WinScent Mini, Bill. This is what I was talking about on the show. I think I talked about this last week, if I remember right. But basically, it's like the 2.0. It's got the scent cartridge in. It's used the same scent cartridges. I've got an elk estrus cartridge that I had from my elk hunt 2 years ago. But you just screw that in. See that? You just screw it in there. And that goes in like that. And this, instead of this doesn't have a rechargeable battery. This actually has 3 AA batteries. See the AA's? But this thing's super lightweight and small. That's what I love about it. I can put a couple of these in my pack, and when you get down on the ground, it dispenses scent every 60 seconds. So I'm going to flip that switch on. See the light come on, and then watch. Isn't that cool? It heats up that scent inside that cartridge and puts it out into the wind column. So I'm sure Raven's up there smelling elk right now, or he will be. He gets all aggravated with me when I play with this stuff.
Don't blame him.
But it's called the WinScent Mini, Bill. So there you go. All right. Okay, I told you we talked a little bit about the doe grunts and the bleats. I was wanting to have Larry Mack on because Larry's really good about early season stuff too. When I was talking with Josh and Grant at Pure Whitetail the other night, early seasons, you just want to stay away from the estrus stuff. Bachelor Group, Bedded Up. Bedded Up is like Evercom. A lot of you probably use Evercom products. I'm a firm believer in that stuff. Is when you're going in, and I like taking my Bedded Up my dust from Pure Whitetail, and I'll put that out as I'm going that last 100 yards to where I'm walking in to my stand. I'll stop and I'll sprinkle that along the trail, or I'll put it on my boots and I'll walk in. And then right when I get to my stand, I'll put it off the trail and on both sides of the trail, so that way, no matter which way the deer are coming, once they hit that Bedded Up, I've got a good chance of them putting their nose down in there and smelling that and seeing what that is. And that might just give me the opportunity I need to draw my bow back where their attention is off of me up in the tree, especially if I'm trying to self-film it for the TV show. But I've had really good luck with that stuff. I'm a firm believer in it, but you want to stay away from the estrus stuff until you get to that 23rd, 24th, 25th of October. Hey, Jeremiah, what's going on, brother? Solid advice. I couldn't agree more with Jeremiah. That makes me feel good. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I need all the affirmation I can get because Andrew doesn't give me any.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't. I'm just glad he's here, But anyway, I love the Bedded Up's really good. And then as we get closer to into the breeding season, into the rut, then I'm going to switch over and use the White Lightning or some of the other estrus scents that Pure Josh and Grant's got out there. But the dust is amazing. You can use the liquid too, and I'm gonna have Josh and Grant on here in a few weeks. Once we get into the season, so that first couple weeks of October when they're not out filming Sick for the Hunt, if I can get them on the phone and spend a half an hour here on the show with us, we'll talk about what to do leading up to the rut and what's going to help you pattern or have a better chance of helping that scent draw or track those deer to you. So we'll get into that a little later. Iowa's teal only season is September 1st, so all my upland hunters and my waterfowl hunters are getting jazzed up. I just well, thank you, Jeremiah. George, I just talked to George Lynch from Legendary Calls, and he's getting everything tuned up on his goose and duck calls. Iowa's teal only hunting season is going to open up September 1st. It's a 16-day teal hunting season that begins statewide, offering hunters opportunity to enjoy Iowa's wetlands and shallow lakes during the mid-mild late winter summer weather. U.S. and Wildlife Service makes the September teal season available when the teal population is above certain levels. It offers hunters 16 bonus hunting days and does not take away any days from the regular duck hunting seasons. Teal season is a good opportunity to introduce young or novice hunters to duck hunting because these birds will fly all day and decoy fairly well, says Orrin Jones, who's our state waterfowl biologist with the Iowa Department of Natural Resources. Breeding conditions in North and South Dakota, Minnesota, Prairie, Canada were favorable this spring, meaning there should be young birds in the migration this year. Teal will be moving into Iowa in mid to late August, so there should be coming any day now if they're not here already. And bird numbers can improve overnight with the changed weather up north. Oh, there you go. Hey, I like that. Okay, I like that. Let's see. I lost my place. I got excited because I got a delivery coming. It's like Christmas around here, man.
Delivery every day for you.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I only, I got to have something to look forward to, Let's see. Teal favor mudflats, shallow water. Recent rains across North Iowa has improved wetlands. We still need more rain. We're supposed to get some tomorrow, I hope. I know my food plots were looking really bad, man. But conditions vary statewide, and Jones advised hunters to scout the areas before opening day. Get out, assess the water levels and vegetation. Check out the wetlands before you go, especially for the first hunt of the season. Hunting success often depends on the weather, and our extended forecast calls for cooler temperatures and scattered chances of the rain. So there you go. Since this first season is open for teal, it is important for hunters properly identify their target to avoid shooting other species. Hunters need to take that into account when planning their hunt. Keep the sun at your back. It's much more difficult to identify ducks when you're looking into the sun. Yeah, and they have a hard time seeing you. Remember Outlaw Josie Wales? Keep the sun at your back. Yeah. Now spit. Yeah, I'm kidding. Legal shooting hours begin at sunrise, which is different from the regular duck season. Hunters are required to have the state migratory game bird fee and federal duck stamp. There's a new way in Iowa to register your harvest information program, or the HIP deal. All hunters who pursue migratory game birds are registered to HIP information program either through Go Outdoors Iowa app on their smartphone, through a link at iowadnr.gov/waterfall, or at www.gooutdoors.com. The DNR has detailed instructions on how to register to HIP online, and you can do that. Migratory game birds mean that more than ducks and geese in Iowa includes mourning doves, ducks, geese, coots, doves, woodcock, rails, and snipe. Once registered, hunters will need to write a confirmation number on their license, print an updated copy of their license with the confirmation, and take a screenshot of their confirmation on their phone to show proof of registration. Wow. Requiring a confirmation number will allow the DNR to better track migratory bird numbers, a federal requirement. How about that? Hunters need to be sure not to skip HIP. If you're having trouble, call our customer service number. That's 515-725-8200, Orrin says, and they'll help you do all that. How about that? All right, it is 5:28 and some change. Let me get ready for a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little doves right here on the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network.
Hey, have you
you heard the news about the great new products from Pine Ridge Archery Products? The makers of the video camera support system, the ProBow Cam, and the AT5 trail camera have done it again. Introducing the new Pine Ridge Archery line of 200 new wrist sling. The wrist sling is totally set free and is available in different colors. And this will allow you to tune it to your specific grip, so your hand goes right in the sling without any hang-ups for smoother draws when you're getting ready to shoot your game. These new Nitro products will have you shooting tighter groups with consistency before you know it. Included in these products are tons of colors so you can customize your bow for your favorite college teams like never before. Did I mention all of these products are made in the USA at Pine Ridge Archery's factory in Illinois? That's right, made in the USA of quality materials that will hold up in any weather conditions for die-hard bow hunters like you and me. Check out all these great new products at Sportsman's Warehouse or anytime at PineRidgeArchery.com.
Yeah, I bet he is.
You already played that one.
Yeah.
Do you love hearing that old Tom sound off while you're in the field? Well, then you need to check out Alive Action Decoys. Hey guys, it's Outdoors Dan here. Alive Action Decoys are one of the most realistic decoy systems you can deploy while you're in the field turkey hunting. Wade and Teresa Goddard start with a Dave Smith Gobbler decoy and then apply their patented system that allows you to raise your decoy's tail fan up and down.
Bill, I don't think I'm going to be able to make that because I'm working on the network, but I would love to go. That sounds like a fun time over there with the working class bow hunters bunch.
Tom you got running around your woods. Plus, the good thing is they're made right here in the good old US of A. For more information about Alive Action Decoys, please check them out on Facebook or call them at 815-674-1626. Take it from me, Outdoors Dan. They're going to help you be more successful in the field this year.
Hi, this is your old friend Speed over at Speed's Golf Cars, located in Wall Lake, Iowa. Just stop on over here. We've got a nice selection of new and used golf carts. We're a club car dealer, so we've got a nice selection of new onward cars, as well as a good mix of utility carts as well. We've got a number of pre-owned golf carts.
Yeah, I'd like to go. It sounds like a fun time, Bill.
Available with fancy wheels, stereo. We've got.
I just talked to Kurt 2 days ago about that.
Handle your golf cart.
Larry and I are going to be up at the Working Class Bow Hunter Studio on the 31st, I think.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at ReveltonDistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
Are you into cooking wild game or grilling? If you are, you'd probably love to transform your wild game into delicious meals or great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the best tasting sausage, snack, stick, or jerky around. High Mountain Seasonings offers simple kits you can easily use at home, including 3 new low sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will love. High Mountain Seasonings makes grilling steak or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their specialty spices, marinades, and rubs.
Tim says he can hear us on the app.
High Mountain Seasonings also has chili, taco, and fajita blends that are spicing up kitchens and grills everywhere. Look for High Mountain Seasonings at Sportsman's Warehouse, at your favorite grilling retailer, or just go to HighMTNJerky.com for recipes or to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old USA. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I want to thank Denise and Zach over at Imperial RV for helping us do the live stream on Facebook every week. We appreciate them doing that. Go see them if you need an RV or if you need something done. Go check them out over in Ankeny right off of 2nd Avenue. I think at North Avenue. Yeah, good people. Yes, we can hear you on Tech on Facebook. During the commercials, you can hear me? Wow. I don't know how that's possible. How's that possible, Andrew? Because we got the mics off, right?
Yeah, mics are off. I don't know. Must be. It's got to be. My guess is some feedback coming back to them. But otherwise than that, there's no way.
Oh well, I'll have to shut up during the breaks now. I guess. I'm sorry. Oh well, that's weird, man. That's weird because you got your mic on, right?
Yeah, now I do.
Yeah, you got your mic. That's
loud, proud. I can see myself talk.
Huh? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
All right, whatever. So Iowa's dove season begins September 1st. If you love any kind of grains, sunflower, wheat fields are very popular places September 1st all across the Midwest. Thousands of hunters are going to slip into standing flowers and field edges early morning in darkness for the opening day of dove season. Fast-paced, fun dove hunting can be done for nearly everyone, regardless of skill level or mobility. It doesn't require expensive equipment to participate, only clothes that blend in to the background, a bucket, and plenty of shells, especially for me. If you're going with me, you're going to need plenty of shells because I miss a lot. There's a lot of action with a steady stream of doves coming in. Iowa DNR says it includes wildlife areas where dove plots were planted and identifies the access points nearest the plot. Hunters are encouraged to do some preseason scouting to see if the sunflower planting has been successful. Power lines, water, you got some any kind of the greens and stuff around there, you're going to find doves. It really comes down to getting out there and looking in the area, checking the conditions out on the dove fields, then scout it a day or two ahead before you're going to go hunt. Taga Bogenschutz is our upland wildlife research biologist with the Iowa DNR. He says doves have moved into the state in larger numbers after we broke from our high heat wave. Success depends on how many remain here opening day, and that depends on how many cold nights we have between now and the opener. Hunters looking for a plan B may want to focus on private land, silage, or hay fields, or where farmers have harvested small green fields, grazed pastures, or feedlots. Dove plots are getting increasingly busy opening day, and hunters are encouraged to be courteous to one another, be nice. Pick up your spent shell casings and other trash that you don't leave in the field. Leave the field in good condition. Dove hunting is a good opportunity to introduce someone new to the sport because there's a lot of action and it's inexpensive as well. Dove season is going to start September 1st and run through November 29th. Shooting hours are 1/2 hour before sunrise to sunset. Daily bag limit is 15. Morning or Eurasian collared with possession limit of 30 doves total. Hunters are reminded that their gun must be plugged to have no more than 3 shells. At the hunting public area north of I-80, hunters should check to see if non-toxic shot is required. The Iowa Online Hunting Atlas identifies all county, state, and federal land opening to hunting zone information and non-toxic shot requirements. All dove hunters are required to register with the HIP program. It's fast and free, and information is used to determine participation in the harvest. And I already went through all that, so we're not going to do that again. So I'll give out the customer service number again, though, if you want to write that down. I'd put that in your phone. I always keep all my stuff in my phone. The number to call, Andrew, is 515-725-8200. That's 515-725-8200. So how about that? 7:37 and some change here on the show. What's up? What's everybody doing tonight? Yes, we can hear you on. Oh, I already read that. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible because even the meters, when we go, it's just the unless it's coming through the computer, unless it's coming through the mic on the computer, Andrew.
Yep. Or your computer.
How about that? Well, we'll have to figure that out.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, that's all right.
Technology.
That's all right. I didn't say anything that wasn't hearable, so.
Well, it was all hearable.
Yeah, it's not like I'm.
We all took everything in.
Yeah, it's not like I'm cussing or anything because I wouldn't do that.
Your version of cussing is so G-rated anyway.
Oh, I have been known to let a metaphor go once in a while. You just have never. How long have you been working for me now? 6 years?
Yeah. You're really tight-lipped when it comes to not swearing.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever cussed around you.
You haven't.
Yeah. So, boy, when I'm by myself, I can let it go. If your phone or video camera is picking up your talking, is your phone? Well, Dave, that's what we're thinking. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I don't know. It's just during the show. So, All right, so tree stand safety. I had a bunch of people ask me about safety vests. Honestly, it's just whatever brand specific you like to do, whatever's going to fit your budget. I would just encourage everybody, if you're going to be hunting off the ground, please make sure you're wearing a full body safety harness. Make sure it's you're going to be connected to that tree at all times. Get you a 20 or 30 foot climbing rope, depending on how high your stand is. If your foot leaves the ground, you want to have a carabiner hook up with that lifeline. It's going to have that slider knot that you're going to be able to slide up as you climb up into your stand. And then once you get in there, just go ahead and tie it off if you want, so you don't have rope dangling around, to make any noise. But then when you get ready to get down, just untangle it or untie it and then just slide it down with you. That way, if you would ever slip or fall, if the strap would ever break, the stand would give away, you're not going to fall down, and it's going to put you, if you're in a full body safety harness, it's going to take all of that stress from that fall through and distribute it equally through your trunk, and it's going to put you in a fetal position like a baby, and that's going to help you from getting a spine injury or breaking anything. I've lost 5 friends that have died over the years from falling in and out of our tree stands. Don't want to have number 6, okay? Just make sure whatever you buy, make sure it's either approved by the Tree Stand Manufacturers Association, TMA, or the Tree Stand Safety Harness Association, however that one is. But just make sure you're wearing. I mean, we want to go out, we want to have fun, we want to get out there and tag some deer, turkey, whatever we're hunting. But we want to make it home. Our families need us when we get home, right? And especially the kids, man. Make sure the kids are wearing that stuff. If you're taking the kids hunting, they need a safety vest as well. Okay. If your foot leaves the ground, please wear a vest. I'm not trying to be preachy. I want to keep everybody safe, and so some things, things can happen, and once you fall, you can't take it back. Trust me, it's not good. Oh, all right. The Ultimate Archery Competition is going to happen September 2nd through the 4th down at Archery Field and Sports. If you want to shoot and make some money, he's giving away $5,000. For you to try to win. It's going to be for a single competition, a team shoot competition. It's going to be Friday through Sunday at Archery Field and Sports in Altoona. Hey, Kevin, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, buddy. Kevin's up in New Jersey, I believe. I think that's where I sent them stickers. That's going to happen September 2nd through the 4th. If you want more information, call and ask for Mark, and he can explain that to you. But they're going to have targets. They're going to have when you shoot them, they explode, which is pretty cool. They go just kind of vaporize, and they'll have time competitions and a whole bunch of other things. So that's going to be a lot of fun. The Iowa Jeep Show is going to be September 17th through the 18th. That's going to be out in Cambridge, Iowa. It's the Iowa All Breeds Jeep Show and 4x4 event. I'd like to welcome everybody out there. Jeeps, military vehicles, Broncos, Scouts, K5, Land Rovers, Toyota Land Cruisers, FJ, Unimogs, Expedition, and Safari vehicles. There's going to be obstacle courses, trail riding, plenty of vendors and food at the event. It's at 815 Center Street, Cambridge, Iowa. It's going to be from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And just check it out. And they'll have camping available. If you want to get a hold of Kurt, they'll have camping slots for you there as well. That's a big event. It's a lot of fun. They've got a balancer beam that you can drive your vehicle on. It's like a big teeter-totter, and you can see if you can balance your vehicle. There's no way I'm driving my truck on that thing. I'm not going to do it. But that's one of the neat things that you can do. They've got drones flying around. It's pretty cool. A lot of fun, and we'll see what's going on with there. So, all right. Who's got questions? We got questions? You got questions? You got any questions? No?
I guess there was somebody who asked me the other day. There's a fishing question.
Yeah, what's the fishing question?
And this is kind of hard, so this puts you on the spot.
That's all right. Go ahead.
I
like being on the spot.
I like on-the-spot questions because then you get to squirm a little bit.
Use your grunt call when you're fishing.
What month have you found to be the best for fishing?
The month that they're biting.
You've done this before.
Yeah, early spring and fall are my 2 favorite times to fish. Listen, whenever the fish are biting is the best time to go, right? But for me, and I've only got to go fishing once this year. It's sad. It's really sad, actually. But early spring, that April, May. I mean, Larry was smoking the crappie in between turkey hunting. So early season spring fishing. And then in the fall can actually be some of your best fishing. So September, October, the fish they're moving up. They're trying to feed on the shad as much as they can. They want to put on some weight. Trust me, it's a great time to go wet a line. And the nice thing about fishing in the fall is you get out on some of the bigger lakes and fisheries. There's not a lot of people out on the water, so a lot of times you might have the lake all to yourself. So don't forget about fall fishing. You get your deer early. Go get your fishing rod ready to go. So I would love to be able to sneak up to Minnesota and do some walleye fishing before November, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So, but anyway, Andrew, that's my answer, buddy.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah, they're catching a lot of nice blue catfish in the rivers right now. Cat and the flatheads are biting really good. So.
I heard someone say June was the best.
June? Well, early June for walleye up in Minnesota's good.
Yeah.
That's usually when I go. I was thinking more like crappie and.
Well, and I guess I should have asked a clarifying question.
Dave says topwater or late evening for bass is great for early summer. Yes, Dave. Any bass fishing, Dave, can be good anytime, right? Them old bucket mouths are always hungry. I was thinking about you fishing, Dave. I actually had a guy send me a picture of a little topwater rat lure. And he goes, I got this from Bill Dance, and Bill Dance caught like 15 fish in 20 minutes with it. I've been out here and fished for 5 hours. I ain't got a bite. I said, well, they don't always work. That's why they call it fishing, right?
That's true.
If there was a lure that worked every time, somebody would be really, really wealthy. That's for sure. So I don't know. Hey, late season food plots right now. We did get some rain in Iowa. We definitely need a lot more. I know Missouri's supposed to be getting some. And never used the topwater rat. Well, he was. So you have to try that, Dave. A big old white one. Call him Willard. Yeah, Willard the rat. But it's a great time to get your fall food plots out right now. Backwoods Attraction has a good one called Sugar Rush. It's got beets, turnips, radishes in it. It's a bunch of brassicas in there. And, as it gets colder, that first frost, them deer are going to get the top roots, and then they'll start digging. So you can actually keep deer on your ground a lot longer than if you don't have a late season food plot. So if you still got time, if you're still wanting to try and get some, make sure you got something out there that your neighbor doesn't. Any kind of brassicas like that is going to be a great food plot mix. And Backwoods Attraction's got several. If you go to backwoodsattраction.com, check out, just look for food plot seed, and you can see all the different things. Or listen to the Healthy Herd on Fridays on the Outdoor Call radio app. Ben and I do a show. Ben is probably one of the most knowledgeable food plot guys I know in the country. I mean, he can tell you anything from soil variances, topsoil temperatures, what to do, when to use fertilizer, when to use your weed killers, all that stuff. I'll give a shout out to Larry McCoy. Larry's really good. Larry's become really, really knowledgeable on the food plots, more so than I am. So I'll call Larry and ask questions, because Larry's food plots they're looking really green and lush down there in Missouri. So how about that? Huh? Keep that food out there. You'll have more game. All right, it's 5:47 and some change. Let me take this last break, and I'll be right back on the Outdoor Call Radio Network.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance. Get Elimitic clothing from Game Hide. Elimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. Elimitic clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Elimitic can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects, and is featured in a complete line of quality Game Hide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit GameHide.com.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers. Imperial RV also features a full-service center ready for any repair that your RV might have.
Good to see you.
Imperial RV
Mr.
can finance
Hendershot.
on site to help you with all your financing needs. They also have a full-service parts department for anything you might need to keep your camper going. They're open Monday through Saturday, located at 1727 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. Please call them at 515-964-1424 or check them out online at ImperialRVCenter.com. That's ImperialRVCenter.com. Imperial RV Center in Ankeny, making memories to last a lifetime.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you video easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack. Their patented shoulder system is also very adaptable to any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions. Multiple camera arms are available, including the Stiff Arm, Stiff Arm Pro, and Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of high-quality aluminum or carbon, depending on what you choose. For ground blind hunters, there's the tripod and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily within the blind.
All right, is that better?
Consumer Pro Video.
Can you still hear me on the app?
In the field. You can even custom pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms. If you're looking to tape your hunts this season, check out FourthArrowCameraArms.com. Outdoors Dan approved for the field for great video ads.
Thank you, Kat.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life Counseling Services with offices in West Des Moines and Ankeny, Iowa. I know things can be tough in the world today. I see it every day. People dealing with relationship issues, parenting struggles, anxiety, depression, or folks just looking for a new direction or plan in their life. If you find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship, a marriage, or just helping with everyday stress, please consider calling me at New Life. We offer a family-friendly, straightforward approach to helping you to get through the layers of stress that can be harmful to your health, relationships, and your work. The staff at New Life offer one-on-one sessions that get right to the heart of the matter. We work with you so you can discover better choices on how to handle the issues you might be dealing with in your life. When you're looking for someone to listen to you, we're here. Please consider calling us for a confidential appointment at New Life, 515-225-4006 in West Des Moines, or 964-5003 in Ankeny. Also find us 24/7 at newlifecounseling.com. We are here to help you when you need us.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's doing well, and thank you so much for watching us on the listening on the app and watching us on Facebook Live as well. Hey, we got a real quick announcement. We're going to start adding tips to the OutdoorCallRadio.com website. I've got one on the Winsent Mini from Backwoods Life. Michael Lee was nice to send me one of those. Larry and Ryan and Paul, as we're out filming the TV show, I'll be adding clips to that page. So it's just, if you open up the website, the OutdoorCallRadio.com, I'll have waterfowl tips, I'll have deer tips, I'll have turkey tips eventually. We'll have gun tips. We got 2 gun shows coming on the network here in probably about a month and a half. So if you are a gun enthusiast, you're going to have a couple different shows that you're going to really, really like to listen to, and I'll tell you what days those are going to be on. But we'll have several tips from them as well. So that'll be really something that if you have questions or if you want to just get some, just a couple pointers on some stuff. And then if there's something specifically that's not on there when we get that up and running, just let me know and I'll make sure we get the content and we'll put it up there and you can go check it out and share it with your friends or whatever. So, like I said, I just got that put together yesterday or the day before, and I should start adding some videos here in the next couple of weeks. So, anyway, that's there for you. We're really trying to make this a one-stop outdoor network shop. So, whether you hunt, fish,
like to go boating, you're a gun enthusiast or whatever, cooking, you like to enjoy the outdoor cooking. We're trying to make sure that there's something for everybody here on the network, and we just appreciate everybody keeping up with us and keep the good ideas coming. We'll do that. So. All right, let's see. I told you about the screenshot contest is still going on. That will conclude the first Saturday in September, and then we'll start the Ugly Buck contest. And I think I'm all caught up, Andrew. Aren't we all caught up?
I think you're doing some pretty good work there.
Yeah. So we got dove season starting in 2 weeks. We got teal season. Get out there and pattern them guns. And if you got a shoot non-toxic shot, if you're going to be in an area that's going to do that, make sure you get out there and pattern what you're going to be hunting with, because lead and non-toxic doesn't always shoot the same or pattern the same. So make sure you're getting out there and check that out. Hey, Chris, what's going on, bud? Good to see you, man. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you. Get out there and get those scrapes all mocked up. It's a great time. I'm getting really good camera pictures now. I got a decent buck. Here, I'll show you real quick. I usually don't do this. But since you guys have been all nice, good boys and girls today, I got a nice deer finally showed up the other day. So they're starting to work them scrape lines pretty good. So get out there and mock them up, and you just never know what you're going to see. I will tell you this: don't get discouraged if you don't get a lot of action on those trail cameras right away, because them bucks are all in bachelor groups right now, and they're not They don't really have to travel right now. If there's water, food, and cover for them right now, they're kind of hanging. They're not doing a lot of traveling. As we get here in the next couple weeks, and that velvet, they start rubbing that velvet off, things are going to change. They're going to start getting busted out of those bachelor groups, and their attitudes are going to change, and they'll start traveling just a little bit more. So just if you don't get anything right away, just be patient, and things will get better for you. So, talked to Logan Hanks this morning. He's got a show he does called Talk Dirt to Me, which is a good agriculture farming show. They're actually going to have some good deer tips on here coming up in the next couple weeks. That's on Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. And we're going to have another cooking show, probably towards the fall, probably November, December. Mike and Lance out at the Olive Tap, they're going to start doing a grilling and smoking show. We'll have that on Thursday, so I'm excited about that. That's going to be four cooking shows every Thursday, which will be a lot of good. My deer only travel from my house to house, Scott says. Yeah, I know why, Scotty, but we're not going to talk about that, buddy. We're not going to talk about that, Mr. Hendershot. So.
No.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely, Kevin. Hey, Scott, did you draw a Kansas tag? Are you going to be out there this year, Scotty? You got time to tell me? If you told me that already, I apologize.
You're asking him on the spot.
Well, no, I like Scott. Scott's a good guy. Yeah, Scott's one of my New York buddies. I really enjoyed talking with him. So, Scott's not going to do it. I'm going to miss you, Scotty. I know Donovan and Hilly will miss you too. So, anyway. All right. We'll be on the bill. Let's see, 1350. Oh, Scott's going to Alabama. Alabama.
Woo!
Wow. Going south.
Roll Tide?
Son. I said, son, you going deer hunting, son. Yeah. A New York boy in Alabama. That sounds like my cousin Vinny. Yeah, don't pocket the tuna, Hendershot. Don't pocket any tuna. I don't want to see you on court TV in trouble because you forgot to pay for the tuna. It's the plot from my cousin Vinny.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I watched it the other day. It's just
great reference.
Top of mind,
Good top of mind.
So what was it? Well, I was talking about something, and it just
talking about your cousin Vinny.
No, something else popped in my head.
It'd be interesting if you actually had a cousin Vinny.
Kevin says the two Utes. What's a Ute? I love that part. Youth, Your Honor. What's a Ute? I like that show. That's a good movie. So anyway, we got a lot to do in the next couple weeks. We'll be on Saturday 7 to 9 on 1350 ESPN here in Des Moines. We should start having free deer processing certificates from the Milo Locker. I talked to Ange the other day. I should be getting those any day. As soon as I get them, I'll start awarding those on Saturdays or here on Wednesdays. I'm going to give a bunch away on Wednesday too. And that's going to be for a free deer processing from the Milo Locker. That'll save you $75, $80. And they do a great job down there. So looking forward to doing that. And 1350 on Saturday. Yeah, Kevin, 1350 a.m. or just watch us on Facebook Live. You're up in New Jersey, so they don't. You just have to watch us on Facebook Live, Kevin, not on the app. Okay, on Saturday, and then eventually everything will be on the app. So that's how we're probably a year out from that. Just to make sure we're building it to where we want it to be. So. All right, if you got questions, we got answers, or we'll try. Just go to the outdoorcallradio.com. That's the website. My mailbag is right there. Shoot me a question to read on the show, or if you got something that you want us to talk about, or if you got a programming idea. My Saturday ritual. Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll get that worked out for you and get a show booked right away for you. And other than that, I guess we're out of here. So I want to thank everybody. Thanks for. We'll try to bring back Grunt Call Karaoke. I've got 2 thumbs up for Grunt Call Karaoke. I love Grunt Call Karaoke. I mean, what's not to love, man?
Your gift to the planet.
I'm telling you, I should have got a Marconi Award for my.
Yeah, you should.
I should have. Nobody else is doing Grunt Call Karaoke.
Let's get this going.
Yeah. All right, we're out of here. Be good to one another. If you need anything, like I said, the outdoorcallradio.com. My email's right there. You can always hit me up on Facebook. Till next Wednesday or Saturday morning, we'll see you next time. And God bless and be good to one another. See ya. Bye. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Share the app, please. Hey, Chris. Thanks, bud. Thanks, Kevin.